Incredible great news to start your afternoons as the president urges Congress to set out stimulus right now. And the viewers of this channel say do it by executive orders right now. Take that CARES Act 1 money that's currently sitting at SBA and repurpose it as a stimulus check of $5,000 right now. But I have a way for you to get stimulus even sooner than that. First, CARES Act 1 money that's still sitting around in cities and counties that's available for you to get as a stimulus check, as hazard pay, as food, as rent. Second, escalated benefits, escalated unemployment benefits that if you've been on for benefits for 30-something weeks could be $3,000 to $4,000 in your bank account right now. And finally, EIDL. If you're an independent contractor or sole practitioner and made a certain number of dollars last year, you could be getting thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars within 4 days. This is incredible great news. And on top of that, how about SSI-DI? SSI-DI and Social Security benefits, $2,400 emergency stimulus check, a 20% increase year to date, and a step up every year. It's incredible great news. And this is Afternoons LALATE. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Afternoons LA. How are you? It's so great you join me. This is our 2-hour programming block here every day on Afternoons LA. It starts with this video check. Then 20 minutes after this, I have details about grants. Grants that could be coming to you right now, not 5 days from now, not 5 weeks from now, but right now. That's on purple. Then 30 minutes after that is McConnell being a Mitch. In that video, I go over what's going on with Congress and how they could be getting to you money, not right now, but just a few days later. It's incredible great news, and I'm so glad you joined me. Please go to the Funnish channel, subscribe, because I'm trying to find you money right now. Not 5 days from now, not 5 weeks from now, not 5 months from now, but this minute. Also like this video. It really helps in the algorithm. In this video, I'll be going over the separation of money right now, money shortly right after, and then money thereafter. Different time frames. I'm going to be setting you up to inform you about how you can get money literally in your hands within minutes, and then how you can get money shortly thereafter, and then a little bit longer thereafter. We have it break down by time element and amounts. It's incredible great news. And let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news as you sit here this afternoon is that there's 3 ways you can get money right now. And then there's several ways you can get money potentially in a few days thereafter. And then finally, there is other sums of money you can get thereafter, right thereafter, which is that $2,400 for SSDI, $200 a month, an emergency stimulus check, 20% increase in your SSDI, a $50,000 stimulus grant check, a $10,000 stimulus grant check, a increase of your SSDI and SSI benefits every year. Oh my goodness. Let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news as we sit here today is that there's a lot of money that's available for you to get, and it's available right now. There's 3 types of them. The first one is CARES Act 1 money that's currently sitting in your city and counties. That is $150 billion of CARES Act 1 money that was sent to your cities and counties to be sent to you. They're now sending it out in grants. Every single viewer of this channel that is on SSDI or SSI would likely qualify. Everyone who's an independent contractor would likely qualify. This is a broad stroke of people who really qualify and need this money right now. First, what is the money? It's either a stimulus check, hazard pay, enhanced unemployment benefits, rent, food, or something like that. Next, where is it? It's in cities and counties. Third, how do you get it and where do you find it? You go on Google News and look for news stories that mention CARES Act plus your city or county plus grant. They're announcing them by the day. And if it isn't there today, check it back again tomorrow. What's going on? Well, this money was dedicated in March, and they now have to use it or lose it. And I don't mean a few dollars. I mean hundreds of millions of dollars. They have to use it or lose it, and they're announcing these grants by the minute. Someone minutes ago sent me a nice message, said, I looked for it in my state. I couldn't find it. It's generally not in your state. It's generally in the city or county. The state has sent it to the cities and counties, and now they're sending it out. Go get it. It's absolutely incredible. Second, escalated unemployment benefits right now. This could be $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 potentially in your bank account right now. It has nothing to do with Congress. It's from your state. Let me explain what escalated benefits is. When you start unemployment benefits, you start at the base level weekly amounts that your state delineates. In California, the base level is 167. Do you know that your states have higher benefit payouts per week? And I'm not talking about FPUC. I'm talking about UI or PUA. Yes. Do you know how much the maximum is? If you don't, go on Google and type in maximum state unemployment benefits. They're generally about $300 to $500 a week. You start at 167. The maximum is about $300 to $400. You see, there's about a $200 range in here. Well, you can raise the 167 up with what's called escalated benefits. And if you reach the maximum level, you're at maximum benefits. How do you do this? Do you qualify? And how much money is this? First, let's do how much money this is. You look at how many weeks you've been on unemployment benefits. If you've been on unemployment benefits for 30-something weeks and you raise it $100, 100 times 30 weeks is $3,000. Bam, right in your bank account right now. Next, if you raise it to maximum benefits, it could be a difference of $200. That could be $6,000 in your bank account right now. How do you know if you qualify and how do you apply? It's very simple. Look at your 2019 tax return. Look and see how much money you made last year, gross rev. If you look at the revenue, if you look at your 2019 tax return, and it shows that you made $30,000 or more per year, that's generally maximum benefits. Bonanza. If it shows that you made somewhere between $18,000 and $30,000 per year last year, then you can certainly probably raise it a little bit. How much depends on your state. The difference could be $100 a week. It could be $50 a week. It could be $80 a week. But let's say it's about $20,000 you made last year, $22,000 last year. You might be able to raise it about $100 a week. How do you apply? You go to your state's unemployment website. You find where you contact them by letter, by communications, by electronic message. You go get your 2019 tax return. You scan it. You put it in your computer. You write them a letter. Say, hi, I think I qualify for more weekly benefits based upon my 2019 earnings. Here's my tax return. Tell me how much more I qualify for. Thank you. Sincerely yours. Send them your tax return. Write them the letter, and then you'll hear back. If you qualify for escalated benefits, it's retroactive to the first day you went on unemployment. If you've been on unemployment for 30 weeks, you can do the math. $100 a week, 30 weeks, for example, that's $3,000. Bam, in your bank account right now. Next, EIDL. EIDL is still live. It's on SBA.gov. Someone said my pronunciation's a little bit off. So that's Sam Burt George.gov, SBA.gov. You go on there, economic injury, disaster. If you are an independent contractor, sole practitioner, an Uber, Lyft, a Grubhub, Postmates, Airbnb, a self-employed contractor, self-employed plumber, self-employed electrician, anything that you do that is self-employed, and two other things. One, you declare your employment, your income, your independent contractor income on your 2019 tax return as a Schedule C. So it shows, okay, this is how much I made from Uber and Lyft last year. I made $6,000. You're done. The only thing, the other thing you have to watch for is your Experian Vantage 3.0 score. That's the benchmark by which SBA uses. Go to Experian, download their app, it's free, and look for your Experian Vantage 3.0 score. It needs to be about 570 or higher. If it's a little bit lower, do the boost, which is free from Experian. It's absolutely free, and it'll raise your credit score 25 points. How much money can you get? How do you apply? And what does this look like? Well, here's an example. If you made $8,000 from Uber or Lyft last year and your cost of goods is zero, you get a $4,000 grant, $4,000 payment from SBA within about 5 days. $4,000 within 5 days. This is right now money. Next, if you made $10,000 last year, $5,000 if your cost of goods is zero. How do you calculate it? It's revenue minus cost of goods or services sold divided by 2. Done. You go to sba.gov and apply. It's as simple as that. And it's absolutely categorically incredible. If you have questions about any of these 3 items, watch Purple Power Live every day here on 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, in which I go over these grants and hazard pay. Next, let's go over right after money. This is not money today. This is not money in a few days. This is money potentially in about a week. This is executive orders and Congress acting. The president is under pressure today to do executive orders, and there's a renewed promise that the president would do executive orders. There's $800 billion of CARES Act 1 money approximately sitting at SBA that the president can do a $5,000 stimulus check right now. But if he wrote it, the executive order, right today, it would take about 10 days for you to receive it. This is why it's not right now, it's right after. It's about 10 days from now. So this is a little bit later than what I just described before. The president needs to do this and has done it before. He can do it all as a stimulus check, or he could do it as a stimulus check and enhanced unemployment benefits, FPUC or LWA. And he should also do an eviction moratorium and mortgage forbearance. Let me explain what's going on. The president about 2-3 months ago wrote not 1, not 2, but 4 executive orders in one day. One was about LWA, one was about eviction protection, one was about mortgage forbearance, and one was about student loan debt. Of the last 3, they didn't cost anything to do. He said you cannot be evicted, you cannot be foreclosed, and you cannot have your student debt required to be paid until December 31st. Well, he needs to do that executive order again right now and extend it to February or March because they're all expiring in just a few weeks. You can't be evicted during the pandemic. That's the first thing he needs to do. Second, he categorically has done and would do it again, another round of what is called LWA. This is another way of saying FPUC. This goes on top of your UI and PUA. It was $300 a week last time. And all he has to do is take his existing executive order, look at it, doesn't even have to write another word, and then call up SBA and say, you know what, I already have an existing executive order for LWA. Let's send out some more money with that $800 billion approximately that's sitting at SBA of unused PPP money. Let's do this right now. And you would get that in about 1 to 3 weeks, depending on how quickly your state pays out unemployment benefits. They would apply to SBA, get the money, and then send it to you. Next, the president could use the remainder of the SBA money as executive order, or all of the money as executive order for stimulus check. If he did that, that would be a $5,000 stimulus check. Incredible great news. Now, let's get to the categorically incredible great news, which is the right after money. This is not money today. This is not money next week. This is what Joe Biden's plan proposes. He proposes a $2,400 increase for SSDI, SSI, Social Security, and railroad benefits. Now, Mitch McConnell's not opposed to this, nor do the Republicans. They want stimulus to go out. They want enhanced unemployment benefits. They want some hazard pay, and they want SSI and SSDI increased. And the president's now saying, get it done right now. Well, Mitch has to do something right now because guess what? There's 2 Senate seats in January that are up for bid in Georgia. And the Democrats are trying to win both of them. If they win both of them, they take Mitch's job. If Mitch takes one of them, he retains his job. The only way to retain his job is sending out a stimulus package now. By not doing a stimulus package now, it's categorically too difficult. It's too scary. And what's important to understand is that Chuck Todd asked that question of the Biden camp today. Why not just do Mitch's bill now to get some money into the hands of American people right now and then come back with some more money thereafter? The answer was a bit evasive. But what's important to understand is that Mitch and the Democrats both have to do a stimulus package right now. Okay, so what comes after that? Well, Joe Biden wants to pay you $2,400. Actually, $2,600 if you include this month of December, if you're on SSDI, SSI, Social Security, railroad benefits, or veterans benefits, as an emergency stimulus check. This is categorically incredible. It would come as $200 per month, every month from now to December 31st, 2021. That's the first thing. There's a second one. The second one is he wants to pay an increase, 20% lifetime increase of your SSDI, SSI, Social Security, railroad benefits, and veterans benefits right away. Next, he wants to trigger or link your benefits not to COLA anymore, which is not giving you much of a step up or upgrade or escalation each year, but to a new benchmark called cost of living for seniors, so that your annual increases on top of 20% would be far more significant. Pete DeFazio, a Democrat, actually talked about this about 2 weeks ago. He said, we need to be increasing your benefits on a monthly or annual basis faster than what we're increasing them now. The new Social Security benefits for COLA shows basically almost no increase in the middle of a pandemic as prices for consumers is going through the roof. Not sufficient. So this is incredible, great news. Not one, not two, but 3 items for seniors: Social Security, railroad benefits, SSDI, and SSI. All incredible, great news. Next, a $50,000 grant? Yes. A $10,000 grant? Yes. More PPP? Yes. All those are right thereafter money. Not today, not a week after this. But this is stuff that is coming in the Biden plan. It's all delineated in writings, hundreds of pages deep of writings that you're supposed to get. Finally, hazard pay, which is on the video right after this, purple. That's $10,000. It's no longer watered down hazard pay. It's $10,000 if you work during the pandemic all the way from January up to the present and going forward. It's categorically important. You see how in a given day I try to break down the money for you and the breaking news from right now money to shortly thereafter money, right after money, to right thereafter money. A little bit longer in the time horizon. Of the things that are fastest to get is the first 3, and the slowest to get is hazard pay, because that requires an entire agency to be set up for you to apply to get the money. But what's important to understand is that there's money for nearly all the viewers of this channel if your state has these programs in place to get it right now. Coming up next is purple. 30 minutes from now or 20 minutes from now is purple, in which I go over hazard pay, EIDL Lifeline. I go over the $10,000 grant, the $10,000 essential workers payout, the $50,000 grant, and then the state and local grants. Oh boy. Then 30 minutes after that is Being a Mitch, in which I go over what Mitch McConnell needs to do for stimulus and what he will do for stimulus if he wants to keep his seats in the Senate. It's a great day. I really appreciate you for tuning in, and thank you for joining me early this morning, early mornings LATE and mornings LATE. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Go to the Funds channel, subscribe. Also like this video. If you do not follow on Twitter, find us at LALATE on Twitter and on Instagram at LALATE_. There's an underscore at the end. Finally, if you have questions or comments about anything today, drop your comments below. And if you want to join your comments about hazard pay or any of these grants, join me on Purple Power Live, which again is at approximately 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day. Hit the alert button on the Funds channel so you get alert when that video goes live and you can live chat with me and ask your questions. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and stay in LA for more.